Danganronpa, as a series, has a good amount of characters, a lot of which not getting the attention they deserve. However, a character who sits in the weird middle ground is Mukuro Ikusaba, the ultimate soldier. Before we start, there will be spoilers for the Danganronpa series as a whole, so only watch this if you've seen Danganronpa in its entirety. But of course, if you still check it out, don't say we didn't warn you. And yes, I said we, because I'm not alone in this video, as my homie, Prime Shiem, wanted to collab with me on this. Ain't that right, Shiem?
Yep. I always felt like Mukuro played a large part in the story, yet at the same time, she felt underutilized as well. So I'm happy I get to talk about it with you in this video.
With the introductions out of the way, let's head straight into the video.
In Trigger Happy Havoc's story, Mukuro's dressed up as Junko, living among the other students. Eventually, she was betrayed by her younger sister, who had always planned to stab Mukuro in the back.
I think that's more than stabbing her in the back, Shiem.
Well, anyway, Mukuro's death was an effective way to show the students just how much power Monokuma, and by extension, the mastermind has, and serves as the basis for a shocking twist for the player near the end of the game.
However, in the middle of the story, Mukuro is built up as a key player in the story, and is even thought to be the mastermind of the killing game. Byakuya even pulls Makoto aside to learn more about the Ultimate Assassin.
What?
This builds anticipation to see Mukuro in action, but as you already know, she's long been gone. While this once again serves as an amazing twist for the story, for a character who was built up this much, it was really disappointing learning that she had already been dead. Starting on July 14, 2016, Danganronpa 3 Despair Arc followed the Dangan 2 cast before they became the Ultimate Despairs, and more importantly for this video, Junko's conquest of the world in the name of despair. With this, Mukuro is of course a star player, and this gave us a chance to see her character more fleshed out.
And we aren't going to undermine the fact that she has some great moments, like her clash with Peko Yama, but then there's the times where she's with Junko, and almost whenever Junko says something absolutely foul to Mukuro, she reacts like this.
Whore! Stop interrupting my villain monologue! Why can't you let me create an atmosphere of rest and peace once in a while?
Like, that's your sister! Danganronpa 3's characterization of Mukuro was honestly pretty sad to see, as it was the first time she got to act as herself, and this was how she was portrayed. In Danganronpa V3, Mukuro makes a return as Junko, disguised, in the Ultimate Talent Plan. Because of this, most of her interactions are her acting as Junko, while the only times she drops the act is in her thoughts and when she's talking to the real Junko. Thankfully, their interactions are a lot more tame than the 3 anime. Strangely, sprites of Mukuro without her Junko disguise can be found in the files of V3.
Hold on!
Also, fun fact, did you know fake Junko, or Mukuro disguised, is the only main cast character Tsumugi didn't mimic from Danganronpa 1? There's actually class trial mugshots of Tsumugi cosplaying as Mukuro that go unused in the game's files. This isn't even like for the video, I just thought it was
one of the many things Spike Chunsoft did to celebrate Danganronpa's 10th anniversary was releasing this image, which had all the characters from Trigger Happy Havoc, Goodbye Despair, and Killing Harmony in new outfits. However, one character is missing from the picture, and as you can already guess, that character is Mukuro Ikusaba. After people took notice to that fact, Spike Chunsoft then released this image of Mukuro in her own 10th anniversary costume.
Sadly, however, in Danganronpa S, they couldn't even be bothered to take Mukuro out of her Junko disguise once again. Although, after all this, there is one piece of Danganronpa media that serves her justice, that being Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc If.
Trigger Happy Havoc If is hands down the best characterization of Mukuro we have. I'm going to spoil a bit of the story, so if you want to skip to avoid spoilers, go to this time. But in the story, she is not only placed in the spotlight of main character after discovering her sister's plans of betrayal, but she also gets to be herself, having her sister confront her and place the pin on her and Makoto's backs by lying about the identity of the mastermind. Honestly, I don't really want to spoil it here, so if you want to see Mukuro in the spotlight, I suggest you give it a read. Well guys, this is Wavy Nimbus signing off. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, but before I go, I want to thank my homie, Prime Shiem, for joining me on this video. And well, is there anything you want to say before we close out, Shiem?
All I have to say is that I wish Mukuro was kinda treated better by Spike Chunsaw, and that I really enjoyed this video. We should make more videos like this with each other.
With all that out the way, I got one more thing to say. You already know what it is. Peace, guys.